Hello, hello, hello. Today has been an interesting day. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Lanley. Um, a lot of people that respect her in the community. She is terminally ill, and she is celebrating the rest of her life before she goes into eternity to spend it with God that she believes in, or the other side, as other people call it. Um, and we send her off and make sure that you guys go around after the show here to do so and give her farewell, those of you that know her. Um, Welcome in there, XL. Episode 1. Mike Bullock, what up, man? AFE, how you doing, bud? I know that I'm being shadow banned, and that's okay. I'm just gonna have to turn around and do something really crazy and get a few thousand subscribers that way. The other way, because this channel seems to be shadow banned because of certain people that use government officials to do their bidding for them. They know that I am somewhat more than mild, but not hot when it comes to the extreme redress that I do. And some people can handle me and some people can't. And what they do is they continue to use bootlickers out here, and they pay their channels to drown them out. And you either got to make a full stance with people out here, or you don't make one. What's up, AFE? So the issue that I'm talking about today is MSP, Michigan State Police, conspiring with Assistant Attorney General of Operations. I said I was going to just say that. I'm just saying that this is my opinion so far because I have no other reason to believe that they're not. Because officers, if you're tuning in, if any of you have the gonads to come into my chat and explain to me where it is that it's lawful for you to put your hands on another individual without committing a crime, I want you to explain that to me in policy or in law that you have that power. Anyway, I challenge any man. I don't give a damn if you got 15 years of college or 1 day of being a police officer. I challenge you to come up here right now and tell me where I can find that policy, because none of you will answer a direct question, which that goes to a speculative, argumentative type of dialogue, okay? And that's what they can't handle. They said that I'm out there, okay? I want you guys to read this. Check this out. They said that I'm being too argumentative or I go on rants. Well, I guess it's possible that people that are being redressed would think that, because they continue to circumvent law. They think that there is a point in time that is an unwritten rule, ladies and gentlemen. There is an unwritten rule. All right. So let me just introduce you to let's start with Eric. Okay. No, wait. Let's start with Richard. We're going to start with Richard's oath of office here. His original oath of office. This is Richard Fell. All right, that actually sworn oath to the Constitution of the United States and Michigan Constitution that he would uphold my rights and faithfully execute. So let's read it. Oath of office. Let's read this. State of Michigan, oath of office. I solemnly swear to affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this state, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of my position according to the best of my ability. Richard W. Fell, Jr. 8/24/98. There it is. All right. That's tyrant number one right there. Okay. So that's the officer that committed an assault on me. All right. He assaulted me with the door. If you guys seen my stuff from yesterday, that is who he is. This is the man that assaulted me with the door and then took his right hand, pushed me back to close the door the first time. So not only did he batter me, he assaulted me with a door, which is a felonious assault. Forget the aggravating assault. I was in error on the aggravating assault, and it could be argued if he's done it more than once, and he probably has. There's probably victims out there like me that's been his victim for a long time. And, with people like Office of Professional Standards, I have every conversation recorded that I ever had with them. Okay, so I'm going to match up what they have on me here soon, and that'll be a live by itself just to show you the type of transparency that we have. All right, so then we go to this other officer. Okay, stand by, guys. All right. All right. So now we're going to go to the guy that's investigating him, which is Eric. No. All right. Yeah. I don't know who Hamilton is, but that's two of the same. Okay. Let's see what this one is. There it is. Okay. So this is the under lieutenant that is investigating Fell. All right. Here is his oath of office. All right. Okay, so here is his oath of office. Oath of office, Eric J. Shoemaker, whatever spelled. He says Shoemaker, so I've heard him repeat that, and I have the proof to it. So if I ever get called out for it, I'll match that up with the call out to what he told me to call him and how to pronounce it. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state, and faithfully discharge the duties of an officer of the Michigan State Police and enforce the laws of this state to the best of my ability. Okay, there you go. I'm not gonna. I don't care about everything else because that's the oath, and there's his signature. Okay, so going back to a chalkboard again here. Let's go to his boss, which is, let's see, Mr. Brody. Let's put him up here. Because, see, this is important that we see this, okay? Because when they are swearing an oath to the Constitution and to the laws, the supreme law of the land is the Constitution of the United States, guys. That's why it says, I do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States. That's why that's first, because it's the supreme law of the land. And then the MCLs that you see behind it is written off of that. And they narrowed them. You can't broaden a law, you narrow the law. And that's what the states have the right to do, is narrow the laws. And that's what they have done. So, moving forward here. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go to the redress, and let's talk about this for a second, okay? You know, I don't want let's just imagine that I'm pushing play right now, and I'm just gonna articulate and paraphrase the best way I can, because I want them to believe that they know what they said, but I don't want them to believe that I absolutely have it, because they are that arrogant. So I'm going to play off their arrogance, even if they're listening. I mean, you see what they do in front of us, right? You see what they do in front of us when we have a camera, and we know who they are. They don't care about their code of conduct anymore. They don't care about how they act. They don't care how they're perceived. They automatically go to the blue line of tyranny. They automatically go to their gang representation, which is the blue line. That is gang activity, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have no other name for it but what it is. It's called it's blue line. It's that blue wall of tyranny, okay, where they have qualified immunity, which they are going to see this summer or next summer, that they have that qualified immunity doing nothing for them when everything's burnt down, because the people literally stood up and took their authority back. Okay? That's why they militarize the police, to continue to keep you down. They continue to keep you down. Now, I know I keep my ears to the ground. I know what these people are up to out there. I don't agree with it, but it is a necessary anarchy. I'll put that on the record. And it's people like them that are going to suffer more than anybody. It is. Them armed gang members called the Michigan State Police, because this is the bitch that they kept going, all right, that was in their window, which is an 1 asterisk flag. They continue to do what? They continue to show their arrogance, to show exploit supremacy by barking unlawful directives at me. And then they turn around, once I debunked them, made them do the walk of shame and all that. They got a new commander that comes in and takes that sign down. So then me and another, he calls himself an MP, and he's an ex-MP, and he is an ex-Navy, so that makes him take the double oath, all right? So he has 2 oaths of offices himself, or 2 oaths of whatever. So he's got an oath of a police officer and an oath in the military, right? I mean, I'm not perfect. I can't articulate everything and disseminate everything to the T, but I'll do my best, all right? So we got him that comes and says, yeah, that's the 1 asterisk flag that needs to come down. And boom, they take it down. So we're about to go in there and do our thing. And while doing our round, we had a Michigan undercover that came to me and addressed me. She addressed me, and she told me and gave me a lawful order. When you tell somebody you can't do that, you are ordering them. You're correcting them. No, you got to do that. You are in your official capacity. You're being paid. You're on the clock, and you're giving me a directive. And then when you find out you're in error, your directive, then when it comes for you to identify, so even if you were in a protected position at the time, you need to be disciplined for coming out of your cover as a police officer, because you always have to identify. All that is in section 4. Okay. And it doesn't matter if they know it or not. It doesn't matter to me no more. I don't care, because the Michigan State Police of Professional Standards has set an expectation. And what I got Officer Shoemaker to listen to was, he said, okay, and from like November all the way into like my birthday, around like let's say January 10th, right? In between that time, we were talking good to each other until we had this one conversation. I said, do you believe, and I asked him a question. I says, do you believe that a police officer has the right to put their hands on anybody anytime they want? Lieutenant Shoemaker he circumvented the question. He went all the way around it. Well, there are times where, no. Do you have a right? And this is where he called that argumentative. This is where I start seeing, I already know how the people are going to react to people like that. I already know that when people like that usurp authority that they don't have, and you have an armed militia that is rising every day to take back this country from the tyrannical tyrants that they are in. And it has nothing to do with me. I'm just a guy with one arm. It has nothing to do with me. My common sense knows this. This is a fact. You can't even go out and buy a gun the way you want it right now, because they sold them all. And inflation is, even before inflation hit us, they were so sought after, they raised the price before inflation, because everybody's armed right now. That's what it tells me. So who wasn't armed before this last president came into office is now armed. Not me. I'm just saying that. I'm just talking about what I see as far as people. You know, if you I had all kinds of my relatives and family and people. I hear people talking, and that's what they're talking about. They're talking about arming themselves against the stupidity that these tyrants are eliciting out of the public. And they continue to stir the pot by enforcing tyrannical laws, and people are at odds with each other. While this is all going on, you have these tyrants called Michigan State police officers. All right? You have these people that say they have an Office of Professional Standards and will hold them accountable. They police themselves, right? So they come out with this letter after we seen the video. So you know what? I might have a couple people that's in here that might not have seen it. I am. What's up? Melissa, what's up? Reverend John, whoever, what's up? The law of the judge says the alpha gets to say, do what they want. Yeah, pretty much. That's the way it is. They think they're alpha for sure. I agree with that. Video is killing the post-practice days. They were grandfathered into a practice from. That's the way it was. Yeah. That's why I blame it on I blame all this stuff on the actual baby boomers, because they did not teach the Constitution. They did teach us a little civics in school. They did teach us about the Constitution. We can actually read and write then. You know, we wrote in cursive. We can actually read the Constitution. The reason why they stopped teaching people cursive, and our kids cursive, so they can't read the Constitution, so they won't. So tyrants like Robert Fell and the people that protect him, which is Brody and Eric and Mr. Shoemaker, the lieutenants, all them people in command that lie and cheat, manipulate and steal and tell us that it's okay because they were affirmed by the Supreme Court to lie, cheat, and steal and do everything they want to. So how, as we looking at them as an institution that is public, that is serving the public, how should we supposed to trust an institution that is granted the authority to lie, cheat to us? How? Can't be done. So now what I'm going to do is, again, if people want to be in denial, they think, I'm going to show the video again because the video itself doesn't lie. We know that this video right here is not, it can't be doctored. It's just a video that is uncut. It's got everything in it. It's got me coming to them in a way where I'm in protest / redress mode, and then I turned in the protest turns into something to where I am now in the stages of, okay, you know what? I want to give them a thanks and a head, a thumbs up for taking that down. So on our way around, we was going to do I wanted to do a whole walk around of the building and to see if they put that one asterisk flag with the blue line in it that desecrates the flag, that goes against Michigan constitutional law, that tells us that we're not allowed to desecrate our flag. And if you're a Michigan State police officer, to uphold all laws, which I showed you all of their oaths, which they're supposed to follow the law and the Constitution, because the Constitution is the law. So remember that when we're dealing with specifics in what we think and what they think, because let me see. Let me get back to this. Hold up 1 second, guys. Let me get 1 second. Let's see. Whoa, man, I got so many videos up in here. It's pathetic. All right, so we got, okay, here it is. So we have this right here of well, maybe, my God, that ain't it. That ain't it. Yeah, that got like way too many views on that day because, all right, I get it. I'm going to show them that one. We're going to show them this one. Without arrogance. No arrogance in this. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I might have been right. These videos sometimes they there's so many. I have so many on the Michigan State Police post that sometimes when we were doing these, we would go live and then cut the lives and then go live again. So that's what happens in these situations. So I'm thinking that this one right here is, I don't think this is the one, but I'm going to kick it. I'm going to kick it anyway. Let's see. Let me see if this is it.
Here he comes. 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 Here.
Okay. So in this stream right here, what we have is, look, I keep going back to this because this is the evidence that, you know, these police officers, in the course of their duty, when I showed you their oath of office, they're gaslighting me. This is called gaslighting. When you try to make me think that you didn't do something, or you try to criminalize something and make me think that I did something wrong and tell me that it's justified, that's gaslighting, man. Or make me think that it's all in my head, that's gaslighting. These guys are gaslighters. This is what they do. This is the kind of behavior that they do when they're professionals at it. That's why I call them Orwellian totalitarians, because I know exactly what that means. I know exactly who these people are. All right. So in this video, let me go back here. Let's go back to the very beginning. Watch this. Let's go back to the very beginning. I mean, the very beginning. Let's just
relap and let them know they work for us. And I told them it was coming down. It came down. All right.
All right.
Hey, we're here at the Michigan State Police Post, Metro South Post on Telegraph and Taylor. I'm basically doing my victory lap because these guys are really butthurt here. And they've shown nothing but disdain for the public. And as you see on my last video, I gave them the chance to redeem themselves, and they didn't. And all they did was cop-splain a veteran. You guys know broken system, broken trust. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today, but they try to cop-splain him and say they didn't have intent to break the law when they were breaking the law with that blue line flag, because there is an MCL on it. And it's in my last video. You'll see it. But today we're just going to do our victory lap and let them know they work for us. And that I told them it was coming down. It came down. All right. Let's do our thing. We're going to take a walk around the place. Do what we do. It's a win for us. Oh, yeah. Today I got Metro audits. Oh, hold on a second. Go ahead and roll that window up. Son of a bitch, don't start your shit now. Yeah, we were just to let you guys know, we got Michigan 360 here. Say hi, bro. And we got Metro Detroit Audits. Like I said, we're at Michigan State Police Post on Telegraph, the Metro Post.
We're here today with the walking loophole.
And
how do they put you in handcuffs, man?
See, this is where they train people how to train little kids how to violate our rights and go around and train them how to get around entrapment. So basically what they do is they tell the kids to come up to a citizen that's going into a store, how to get somebody to buy them a pack of cigarettes, and try to basically entrap them into and trick them into saying, oh, I'll buy it for you because you're only, the kid walks up to him and says, man, I'm only 2 days away from being 18, blah, 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 blah. You know, so we feel sorry for him and say, yeah, I know, because I'm a smoker. So, you know, it is what it is. So as you see, they didn't update their signage. Yep. And We're just checking them out. Just checking people out. Seeing who they are. Seeing what they're doing. You know, on our property back here. Doing what we do, you know.
Sir, this is a restricted area.
No, it ain't. Quit lying to me. Quit lying to me. I don't care what it says. Because you don't know what you're talking about as usual. But at least you said, sir. You want me to educate you?
Sir, I'm showing you it's police vehicles only. There's a gate right here.
Really?
And the sign's right here.
Really? Hey, ma'am, come here. Come here. Come here.
Right there, I gave Detective Sergeant Panzetti the opportunity to listen to me. I didn't want her to walk all the way over there and make the fool out of her that she was going to do. And she made this possible for me because of her ego and her error. Okay?
You work for me. I don't work for you. You do what you're told. Because you're sitting here trying to give me an unlawful order and you don't know what you're talking about. Watch this. You don't know what you're talking about.
And there's a sign right here.
I don't care.
That's for vehicles.
Ma'am, am I a vehicle? Oh, you just got educated. Bam. Now go do your thing. Because you know what? You people here disgust me. I've been here 5 times. And I'm going to.
Okay, I was there 5 times. Now she's going to take a picture of me. She is acting, hey, lieutenants, she's acting in the performance of a duty of a state of Michigan officer. Okay? Even if she was granted, which she wasn't, because we already looked it up, even if she was granted the permission to not identify at the time, that automatically in her action supersedes what she's supposed to cover. If you break your cover and park in a police parking lot, in a police parking only, remember, parking, vehicles, parking, and then come out and say, only police can park here, you're in a restricted area. Understand that. You have now just broken your cover, wherefore you need no longer to hide your identity because you just let me know that you were a police officer. Now you have to identify because that's what Section 4 says so.
I'm going to expose your tyranny because what you do is you give people unlawful orders and you're arbitrary to the law. And you guys you'll call every.
You see how I disseminated that to her? It doesn't take a GED to figure out what I just said to her at all. At all. I just want to make the record show where people are coming in, saying hi to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. The reason why you're going to hear an echo at times is because I forget to mute. My fault. I'm trying to stay up with that. I'll do my best. Anyway, here we go. Let me mute this.
Call the damn Marines. They'll take you away. But I'll butt hurt Keep walking. Do that walk of shame. Hey, you know what? You got a cracked windshield. Are you an officer?
Now, right here, I asked her if she had a cracked windshield. Are you an officer? Because now I went into redress, full redress. We're no longer protesting, we're redressing. Wait a minute, hold up. You can't go around with a cracked windshield. That's against the law. You swore, Sergeant Pompetti, your oath of office says that you will obey all laws in the state of Michigan. And if that's a state car, you should have put it at the requisition for it instead of putting a $30,000 fence around this police post. You probably should have fixed the freaking equipment that you had. You see what I'm saying? You guys could do that, but you can't fix a crack in the windshield. Shame on you. You're useless.
Hey, that's a cracked windshield right there. Oh, that's a vehicle code violation. Oh, you're above the law, right? Cam back. Cam back. Hey, are you an officer? You need to identify. Hey, you should identify, ma'am. Are you an officer?
It's police vehicles only back here.
You better be a police officer or you're impersonating a cop.
Okay. Did she have a chance? All four of you police officers that investigated this, including your attorney general in operations. Okay. Did you, in fact, not see her turn her back on me and continue to evade me and continue to ignore the subject that she just gave a lawful order to, telling me that I was in a restricted area, and if I was in a restricted area, then she could have detained me and arrested me? Why didn't she do that? Oh, because she couldn't. It wasn't lawful. I am a pedestrian, and the signs that they have up that goes all the way, Royal Park comes all the way up to the butt crack of the parking lot that's attached to it. So the public, children at a baseball diamond, I'm sure that their baseball has went over there and probably rolled into their parking lot. I'm sure that dogs has taken a piss in the parking lot or went and pissed on one of them cop cars, because they know a pig when they see one. You know how it rolls. I'm just being real. They deserve they earn this disrespect from me. Period, point blank. Because when they say that I go into a rant, they forget the circumvention of their questions, and then they want to turn it into an opinion and gaslight it. So then they get me to the point to where, you know what? This is a one-on-one conversation. Nobody else is listening, but you're sitting there not being honest. You're under oath. You do know that, right? You swore an oath to protect my rights. You are in your official capacity every time you talk to me about this investigation. You're supposed to be under oath. That is why you swore the oath. Do you understand that? That is why I'm going back to your oath, because that is what is going to sign over your qualified immunity to Wolverine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yep. And you will get this in your file. We're putting this in your file. I don't necessarily want you fired. What I want is Brody and Shoemaker to literally be qualified to understand what the First Amendment of the Constitution, the very first law, I want them educated. And we have a statewide memo that was given to every state agency. That is a state agency, and they told them that we would come, and it says in there for us to leave it alone. We have possession of that, but I want them to think that I don't. So continue to think that I'm ignorant. I'm only sitting here telling people what's coming. Anyway, moving on.
That's right. That's right.
You see how she's sitting here taking
Run
pictures
that,
of
you won't get me.
running me through David illegally or whatever their system is.
She's butthurt. She's butthurt. Look at her. What you're doing's illegal. You're butthurt. You're not allowed to run me through David. You're not allowed to run me through David because I didn't do anything wrong. If you run me through David, you are breaking the law.
I had 2 downriver lieutenants say that that is misuse of the lien system. If nobody's committed a crime, and that lady already knows who I am. She's already done an investigation when other tyrants in Wyandotte violated my rights. And a brother downtown asked the state commander of this post back in 2011 to investigate the Wyandotte Police Department for their abuse of my constitutional rights and them conspiring against my rights and then executing it. They got away with it too because this country wasn't at that. It took probably God knows how many people get shot a year, unarmed people and ethnicity problems, with people being racist and that wears badges and guns and put your knee on somebody's neck and suffocate them in broad daylight thinking that it's okay. Yeah, that's you, Sergeant Fell. That's you, Lieutenant Brochere. That's you, Lieutenant freaking to me, that is who you are. You're violating my laws, my inalienable right to the First Amendment of the Constitution that gives me the right to redress you, protest you, assemble, and be on public property that I pay taxes for during time, place, and manner. Smith versus Cummings. Hello? Oh, wait a minute. Did I just let the cat out of the bag? My fault.
You're breaking the agreement that you have with the people that did it.
We're going to pull you on that conversation.
We will. If that's
You're in your plate. That's all your information.
Yep.
Even if it's a personal phone.
Yep. What's up, y'all? See, this is the tyranny. This is the tyranny that they keep committing. She continues. This is what really upsets me the most. Okay. They got all mad because I made them take down that sign. That sign is no longer there. You see that? The sign is no longer there. So we are affecting some change, but they're butthurt about it. They seem butthurt. See, I kind of ran this through my mind before, and I know the tyranny that I'm dealing with. You guys, it's so sad what they're doing. And she fell for something that is, hey, come and record me. Come and record me.
Now, for those people that don't understand why I said come and record me when I had a quarter in my hand, because I wanted to use my evidence as the nail that drives in the coffin that they're doubling down on their tyranny when they did. Because this right here is going to show it all. Because they recorded this in a reaction. Both of them. I've seen both of their videos, and they're very transparent.
Hey, how you doing?
See how he walks up on me? Right now, he's 6 feet from me. Now, watch how fast. Do you guys see this sign to the left right here? It says social distancing 6 feet. Look at that. Look what he does. He violates the policy of Michigan State Police, and he walks right up on me about an inch from my face, looking down.
What can I do for you?
Well, you want to give me your name?
See that? His pin is 2 inches away from my right pec. My camera's to the left of my right pec. Okay? You understand that? Take a good look.
Why are you stepping up on me like that?
Yeah,
See, I asked him why. Now, you see the eye-to-eye contact. There is no doubt in his mind or anybody else that has reasonably looked at this man. We are eye-to-eye contact, and he heard what I said.
police business?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I answered his question. He said, do you have police business? I said that I do. Did you hear me? I said that I do.
What do you need? You need a
You
copy
can-
of the report?
Right now, you need to de-escalate. Right.
So what I wanted him to do, because my chest was hurting so bad, I couldn't catch my breath. See, he doesn't understand that I have post-traumatic stress, okay? Because I have the equivalence of stepping on a landmine and blowing up, okay? That's the equivalence of what happened to me when I got electrocuted. When 13.2 thousand volts went through me and killed me at least 15 times that I've seen. Pulmonary failure, respiratory failure, heart failure while on a trach. Yes, that's the guy you're listening to right now. That's Wolverine Transparency that's speaking to you. This is who you're speaking to. This is the way, and this is why I am the way I am, and this is how I communicate. I'm kind of loud. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be sound agitated. I don't mean to sound like that. It's just that I have a pain level of 10 when I'm not on opiates. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't like opiates, so go figure. So we're looking at watch the police officers in the background, because I'm going to bring up a law that tells them that they're in error because they watched him commit prior restraint against the First Amendment, because time, place, and manner allows me in here. Okay. Turner versus Driver says that I'm allowed to be in here. Every freaking the Department of Homeland Security said that I'm allowed to record in public foyers and public hallways and in public lobbies. Wherever I am allowed, my camera is. So as I'm trying to identify and get her to identify herself by her own laws and her own policies, she failed to. And I wanted to put paperwork on her because I was tired of getting railroaded on not holding these guys accountable and putting paper on them. I let these guys get away with that 4 times already. This time, I'm not going to do it. So now I stand my ground, because this is the 4th time these armed gang members come up to me and try to intimidate me, showing a sign of force, committing prior restraint, not equally applying the law, not letting me in a business that is owned by the people. And the only way that you can actually trespass me from that business or keep me out of there is if I commit a crime.
Right now,
Sir, what do you need?
de-escalate. Get up off me. Give me 6 feet. You see that?
Do you need
You see that? That's 6 feet. Now give me.
Here we go, guys. I asked him to de-escalate. I asked him to give me 6 feet. He just stood there, and now he's giving me more directive.
Copy of a police report?
What I need you to do is give me 6 feet.
No, if you don't have any police business?
I do have police business.
What is it?
I have police business.
What is
That's
it?
not true, Miss.
What's your business?
That's not true.
Do you need to verify?
I need to get her name and badge number.
Okay, guys, there's 1, 2, 3. All 3 of these officers I'm going to identify in the future, and I'm going to put color of law on them. And I'm going to show where it's at in their policy. When they see other officers commit a crime in their midst, it is their duty to stop it, redress it, and correct it.
Because she just gave me an unlawful order.
Our business is filming a public library.
Yeah, that's fine, but if
This
you
is
don't
not a
have,
federal law I'm talking about. This is an MCL.
if you don't need a copy of a report or file a report, then you have no police.
See, stop my egress again. I'm trying to do what he's asking me to do. What I really don't want him, I want to go straight to the woman that's grown, and I want to say, listen, I want your name and badge number. I wanted to give her a chance to identify. And again, he obstructs and he does not equally apply the law.
Are you stopping my egress? I'm not exiting because I don't need to.
That is a Constitution violation right there. That building belongs to us. It don't belong to him because he's a servant. Does Walmart belong to the workers or does it belong to the owner? Does that precinct belong to the people or does it belong to the commander? Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I don't need to.
Never get police business now.
You see,
Now, he knew I had police business and he wouldn't let me in. There you go.
you're locking that door. That's a fire hazard. Okay, you see that, guys? Now I need your name and badge number. Now I need your name and badge number.
That right there is the prior restraint, which Fedesky does not know. Obviously, he's a litigator. Obviously, what he does is does research and he does a lot of other things. I had a long conversation with him today, and he is not an investigator. He said that he is not a criminal investigator. Remember that. So they used his name. Watch this, guys. They used Fedesky's name, and on my live when Lieutenant Shoemaker called me back when I was doing a live yesterday, he dropped that executive's name to me and act like that guy said that there was no crime committed. Like he is the bomb, like he is an assistant attorney. He identified himself as in operations today, and all he does is litigate. That's all, and help them investigate internal problems. That's it. Not crimes. Not crimes.
All of you. All of you. Hey, there's an MCL. If you guys see each other breaking the law, you're supposed to hold each other accountable.
Okay. So now I'm going to fast forward because all it's me just doing is just going around talking and telling everybody, you see right here, this is where he tries to get in. Listen, this is Michigan 360.
By the way, he's a naval. This guy over here, Metro, Metro 360. Michigan 360.
My post-traumatic stress is so bad, guys. I can't even think straight because what happened and why these people continue to intimidate me and not let me into my building. Okay, this is my problem right here. Okay, so the evidence that I have here, they're trying to say that that's not that we didn't break any constitutional laws, we didn't commit any crimes against you, and it's closed out. Okay? These people are arrogant. They're not going to take care of their business at all. They're not going to redress. They owe us. Trust me, they owe us. What's up, New York? The idea of the public service is totally lost on these types. Yeah, they don't know what public service is because they are the tyrants that's in a uniform that has a gang symbol called the blue line of tyranny. That is what we got taken down. That is why this whole department is just full of tyrants, full of tyranny. And I'm going to show you a conversation that I had with them today. So anyway, thanks, AFE. Imagine the cop. Listen to this, guys. I'm going to read some here as we go on. Imagine a cop meeting you at the department and front door, demanding you to state your business, and then when the answer doesn't suit him, locks the door. Those are opposites of the public servants. See, they don't see that way, bro. They don't see it that way. Design, they don't see it that way, my brother. I don't know if you're a brother or not, man, but what's up? Big Bang, I really would be okay if a cop met me at the door. I would tell them I need, and they would get it. Well, why didn't they get it? Why didn't he get his? Why didn't she get? He didn't get her name and badge number. All right, moving on. I'm going to move on while you're answering that. All right, cool.
A veteran, and he took offense to that. You want to give us some substance on that? What that one meant on that sign?
The flag that you posted in your video the other day, the one with the logo up in the field of blue.
Yeah.
At first, when I looked at it, I thought the gentleman was like an Army veteran or something like that. But the more I looked at it, it's not a cavalry, it's not a 1st Cavalry, and it's not a 1st Armored Division. Okay, what that flag was, that number 1 with an asterisk, literally means 1 ass, 2 wrists.
Wow.
You hear that? 1 ass to risk, 1 ass to save, having a blue line tyranny gang symbol.
That is selfish as hell.
It literally means 1 ass to risk. It's a slander. It's derogatory to put that in my U.S. flag. There's no way those gentlemen would run that flag up that pole. It's that offensive. If you're going to put that flag in your window, then you obviously have no disrespect. You have no respect for the people that see it. You have no respect for the citizens that you represent. And you can imagine that Colonel Gasper is going to hear about this. Colonel Gasper is going to hear about this. The fact that we came out here to congratulate you, to praise you for removing that flag, and you're going to act like jackasses?
You hear that, guys? See, I didn't have any faith in that at the time because I already know what I was dealing with. The first time I come up, I didn't say nothing to him. I just was recording in a public space where it was publicly accessible for me to be, and they continue to give me unlawful orders as they asked me questions. I told them I didn't answer questions. All right. So this is what we're dealing with here.
Give me unlawful directives. They continue to give me unlawful directives.
Officer Karen, okay, if she's not, she better identify her as an officer because it says police parking only.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to get Officer Karen out here and explain that. Now to lock the door, that's
a fire code too.
Fire code.
You know what? We need to call the fire. Oh, you gave me a number? Okay.
That was Thomas Burr, the director of lean for the entire state of Michigan.
Okay.
He couldn't patch me through to a lieutenant or anything. I don't know F and Y.
Wow.
But, he gave me the Michigan operational phone number or something like that that I can call, and they take care of all of the things in Michigan, I guess. But I'll give them a call.
I have a chance to get in right here.
Yeah, I'm muted. Okay. Sorry about that. So, right, let me explain this again. I go around the building a couple times as I'm going through, right? And all of a sudden you see two other people walked in and they got it on their videos, okay? Right? And this is the third person. This is the third person. So when he could see, they consider when I ask questions and they answer them unlawfully, and then when I redress them, then they call me ranting. That's what they call my rants, because I'm gonna break this down conversation per conversation, and how I was trying to stay cordial and human at the same time. I was trying to appeal to the human nature of the individual I was speaking to, which was the person that I showed you, Shoemaker, Lieutenant Shoemaker. I was trying to be very cordial with him. And then when he said that basically he was circumventing the question and basically telling me that an officer could put their hands on you in any given situation without you breaking the law. And I kept on saying, wait a minute, brother, you're trying to tell me that he could put his hands up on me even if I didn't commit a crime? He says, well, there are some cases. And I said, you are in error. You are in error unless you are lawfully in your actions. You cannot unlawfully come out of them. Your feelings does not apply. Your presumption, you are not even allowed to presume out loud. to another officer in public. That's presuming it's against your code of conduct. It's in section 5. Go read it. My God, what is wrong with these people? You're not allowed to presume. You're not allowed to assume while you're during a course of investigation. The only thing you're allowed to do is investigate and then come back and go with what's more likely than not likely, which would be the preponderance of the evidence and what you see and what you think, and you act in good faith as you do it, because you're supposed to be honest with yourself. You're supposed to be honest about the knowledge that you have with the law. And if you're not educated, remember, ignorance of the law is no excuse. When we put the Title 18 instead of the civil end of it, we're going to put the Title 18, and that together, Title 18 is now the U.S. Criminal Code for conspiracy and deprivation of rights under the color of law. When you take the Section 18 out and do a 1983 on somebody, that is the civil end of it. But when you put the criminal code, the Title 18, 241, 242, that is where they can be charged criminally. And it's a floater. It goes from 1 to life, and it's got the death penalty attached to it if needed. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Most police officers don't get this at all. They don't care. Is it still buffering, AFE? Because I got to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and go. This is me ranting, I guess, while I'm educating you. They called me educating. I figured I was respected enough to know what I'm talking about because I'm 51 years old. I got a paralegal degree. I got way more hours they do in training. I can't help it that I got zapped, and you take my kindness for weakness.
All right, so now the three of us, just for informational purposes, the three of us have been denied access to the public building.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Can you identify yourself?
There it is. Got him.
See, that's what I wanted to do. I got close to him so I can identify him. So my camera would identify him later because I wanted to put the paperwork on him. He's already pushed me once. This is where he hits me with the door.
Mine. You're mine. You're mine. You know what? Hold on. What are you doing?
129.
129.
129.
We got him.
If you hurt
right there, that's when he hit my right foot. You could see me right here. I'm standing right in front of him. There's nobody else standing in front of that door. He didn't hit his own foot. He hit my foot. And that hurt me. I just didn't know it because I was electrocuted, as I said in the beginning, and my feet are always stinging anyway. So when it impacts, I can't feel it right away. And then it slowly comes to me.
my foot. Yeah, you see what he's willing.
Look at that. Look at that look on his face. See that look on his face? Look at that. He enjoyed that. He was going to go back for a second hit. You see that? Do you see that evil? Hey, that right there, when it goes to the jury brochure, that's why I didn't want to show you this. Do you see that, Eric? Do you see that, Mr. Hamilton? Do you see that, Frederick? Do you see that, Frederson? Do you see that, Shoemaker? All of you in command. Do you see that? That right there is the money signs in his eyes. In his eyes, not mine. His.
Got you now, boy. You laughed. You laughed. You're going to jail, bitch.
Now, I cussed him out a little bit. I'm not happy about that. My foot started hurting later. I actually called, and I actually have an ambulance that came.
Ah, shit. I didn't think I was going to get hurt. Jesus.
That's what happens when you retrust your government, everybody. They hurt you. This is why I'm taking this so very serious. This is why they call my redress a rant, because it hurt me. I got hurt. He assaulted me and he got away with it. And they used somebody in operations to let him get away with it.
This guy's out of control, man. And to me, it seems like they're doing this to me because I made them take that blue line flag down.
There's my state of mind.
Oh. I'm gonna set this one right here. Oh. Oh. Down over here.
I'm now waiting for an ambulance because my foot was hurting real bad. So now the ambulance comes.
Figure does that anyway. Holy shit. So there's a piece of flesh sticking out.
Yeah. Oh, look, the response time for fire and rescue. When did we call them? Oh, there they are. They came in the back.
Ah, shit. Now, why would you do that?
Just stay there, bro.
I ain't doing nothing. I hope that ain't Dennis. That's going to be a conflict. You know, if it's who I think it is, guys, I might send him on his way. You hear me? Metro? I'm telling you, if that guy, I think that's who I think it is. It's a conflict because he works for the court. Yeah, he's also a processor.
See what he says and listen to his record. Get him on record and see what he says.
Yeah.
You know, and then if he lies as part of the court, then you can conflict of interest.
I got it. We're not targeting anybody. You don't target.
This is stuff that a lot of people didn't see, Vic. This
We
is
do.
when I was.
I went to Axon down here in Southwest.
A lot of this I static recorded.
Delray, they're killing people in Delray, all kinds of diseases. I've already hit that several times.
So I'm gonna fast forward here.
Please don't let me get Dennis. Please don't.
When it first hit me, that guy, I think that.
All right, here it is.
I was trying to get into the building, put a couple complaints, and Sergeant was shut up my egress and he slammed the door on my foot. Now I couldn't have a confusion. The back of my head had been blown out, so I really didn't feel it when it first hit me. Well, my feet are numb, which tells me I want you to look at it first. I don't know if I need medical attention, but if I take that off and if it falls off, I'm home. You understand? Because I know how this works. All right? But if it doesn't, I'll send you guys on your way. All right?
Well, I mean, you have to have X-ray vision.
I know you can, but if my foot starts swelling, I'm gonna go. All right? And if there's no open wound, all right, then I'm gonna be all right. But you gotta remember what happens to people. You guys know this. When your nerves are dead in your foot, and all of a sudden you get hit, what happens? And then it starts creeping up on you. That's what we're dealing with here. So I'm not sure.
See, I had to explain it to them what was going on, because they didn't know that, when your nerves are dead and you're from your knees down and the nerve endings are tore up from electricity, if you get hit, you don't feel the normal pain that you normally would, and your reaction time is totally different. it can catch up to you 5 to 10 to 15 minutes later.
Yeah. I only got one.
So you were talking about nerves. The same thing with whiplash. You know, there's so many nerves in there, you can't feel it at the time, and then later on you realize, boom, you got it.
On that side over there, this one.
Hey, what's up?
No, it's not that one. No, it's the bottom left in the middle. There's still mark there.
Okay. So
All right,
this,
I guess it's all right. Go ahead and put the sock back on. I can't tell, guys. When I'm feeling pain, I felt the pain. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. My surgeon would tell me to do this.
What's your sensitivity to touch?
I can't feel it. The tiger's name, sir. Adam. Adam? Yeah.
proven. Okay, guys, as you see in this video, what we have here is the assault, the two assaults. I told you it's not an opinion. My First Amendment is not an opinion. I have the right to protest. I have the right to be there, according to Smith versus Cummins. I have the right to record my freaking public servants in the course of their public duty. Turner versus Driver. Do you understand that? Understand that these two laws together, and there's 5 more that I'm going to say because I know what they're going to say, and I want them to understand the basic fundamental rights of this and do the right thing, because they got till next Friday to give me a redress and actually suspend Robert Fell for assaulting me. Okay, I'm going to give them that much time, and then I'm going to take care of my business. I don't care what they have. I have the right people involved now, so I'm not worried about it. Let them run their mouths. Let them be arrogant, or they can correct the situation and put a reprimand on Sergeant Detective Pompetti for illegally running me through David and through the system, and for not identifying to the public because it says so. You have to identify if by name and badge number to any member of the public verbally. It tells you in section 4 of their code of conduct. So again, guys, now let's go to a couple other things. Let's see. Let me get rid of that. I got all these things open in here. So, okay, so here, check this out. Now I'm going to show you guys something here. Okay. So we called them today. All right. I called Brody today, and here was his response to me. All right. You guys want to see some arrogance? Watch this. Look at the arrogance in this. This is what I've been attacking for so long. And they're so bootlickerish, man. It's unreal. Good morning, Mr. Denlinger. If you would like a copy of the investigation related to your allegations, you must obtain this through this right here, okay?
blah, blah, blah. As the most interactions with my staff are usually rants or argumentative, we will no longer engage in any further telephone conversations with you on this case. You receive a written response to your questions related to our findings again in the next week. Brody, thanks. So this is my response to that. I said, I appreciate your response. What you call a rant, I call redress. Thank you. It reminds me of questions I asked before I went into redress mode that you called rants. It shows your disdain for what I'm saying, because there's no other way of putting it when nobody else is listening, while you continue to double down on the color of law and conspire using people in operations to clear you of your wrongdoings. You will be held accountable under the law. That is what I said to him. Okay? Look, guys, I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing the best that I can. You know, I only got a little time left in this world, man, and I'm trying to make the best of it. All right. But do you see this right here? Did you guys see any of that? Did any of you see any of that? A proud tradition service through excellence, integrity, and courtesy. Who would want to join the MSP? Most superior people. Who would want to support them? Who in their right mind would want to support a place like that when they're treating their citizens in this manner? I'm just curious. Anybody in here? Okay. All right. Anyway, so as we see in these stupid responses, now I want you to listen. I want you to listen to this. Check this out, guys. This is from the office that they hired on from. Well, I'll be damned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In a week or so, they're going to have some fun. Somebody else is going to be able to do what you're doing to me, to you. And you got to comply. I got to keep my big mouth shut. Anyway, guys, hey, look, man, things are going to change. I'm having faith that people in service will stop automatically relating the sound of my redress as a pain in their ass. I want you to take this as an education. The only reason why I want Fell actually fired, I don't really want him prosecuted, but if that's what it has to take to get him fired, because he's did that to other people before. And the people that are involved in this, they've enabled people's actions like that forever. That's a fact. That is a fact. We need to make change. And if we want to get that change, so these people, and trust me, if they find that police officer guilty in Grand Rapids, that's going to be awesome. That is where we will get our change, because then they're going to know. Now, there's accountability for every effing thing that you do. Effing mean freaking. Don't read my mind. Don't assume. Yep. Just like I hear some people saying BFF. Really? You're saying that on a pulpit? Oh my God, help some of these people. You can't change the original meaning of that. No matter what. No matter what, it's improper to say that on a pulpit in a church. But that's okay. I'm not dogging nobody. I'm just letting you know that you're in error. Everybody has error, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you know what else I want to do for my subscribers? Because my subscribers that come and faithfully watch me, okay, you know what? If anybody wants to come up and give some more substance or has any questions, or any police officer that has any type of debate, if you would like to debate a little bit on what we're talking about, here's 3 links. Choose one and click it and come on up. I would love for Mr. John Fedesky to come up here and tell us his role and tell us what it is that he really does, because that would be awesome. That would be an awesome thing for him to do. Seriously, I mean, I'm being real. You know, that right there, I just lost. I don't know what I did, but I lost half of my chat. Where'd my chat go? Oh, there it is. Good. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Boom. Boom. Uh-oh. Sounds like someone. Is that you over there pooping your pants? My granddaughter taking a nap with my big loud mouth. Hey, Dutchman, how you doing, bud? Sorry I didn't see you. What's up, Vic? South Alabama Cop Watch. What's up? So if there ain't no questions, I'll give it a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end this. This is why we do what we do, man. Okay? This is why we get involved. This is why we have passion. This is, sometimes the way we come at certain people, it elicited certain behavior. It elicits tyrannical behavior from them. You know what? I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. Should people not understand that because identity politics is tearing this country apart. We all know that. Anybody with a brain, if you don't understand that, you probably should. Okay? So let's listen to this phone call real quick. Now, I'm going and calling because they got a new commander up there, and I wanted to know the new commander's I wanted to redress him on a couple things, okay? So I'm going to let you guys listen to this.
Michigan State Police, how can I direct your call?
Yeah, can you direct me to Lieutenant Hamilton?
Do you know what post they're out of?
I believe he is out of the Metro South, Division 2.
Okay. Hold on just 1 second, I can transfer you over.
You have reached the Michigan State Police Metro South Post. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you are calling to obtain a copy of a traffic crash report, please press 1. If you are calling to have your fingerprints taken, please press 2. If you are calling about a criminal history record, offender registry, please press. If you need a cell and fax number,
Lieutenant Hamilton here, sir. Michigan State Police.
please press 7. Repeat these options.
Remember, I had full and good intentions here.
Michigan State Police, how may I help you?
Yeah, can I speak to Lieutenant Hamilton, please?
There's not a Lieutenant Hamilton here, sir.
Who's your division? Who's the Metro commander there?
Metro South would be Lieutenant Brody Brochere.
Superior? Did they change that? Is he a new guy?
No, sir, but what's this in reference to?
To him, to the commander. I just need to speak to somebody in command. It's way above our heads, hon. So I need to direct the person and ask the questions to the right.
Listen how identity politics took over this conversation.
And so, how do you spell that
Okay,
name?
well, sir, I'm not a fine, I'm a trooper.
Okay, there we go with ego. Okay, see, this is that's what's wrong with that post over there. She wants recognition to be a servant. Trooper, if you're listening, you're a servant. Serve me. And it's not that I was saying, hey, hon, got nice ass. I wasn't flirting with you. I wasn't trying to delegitimize you. I was endearing you, if anything. And your arrogance is why I'm fighting to begin with.
Your identity politics and just serve me, all right? Stop doing that. I asked you who your commander was. You told me who it was. You want to spell his name for me or not? I don't care.
No, sir, I'm not going to transfer you to my post commander.
See, she's butthurt. She's butthurt because I said hun. Here, let's listen to that again. How hard? Listen to the way I said it. I didn't say it disrespectful.
It's way above our heads, hon. So I need to direct the person and ask the questions to the right people. And so, how do you spell that
Okay,
name?
well, sir, I'm not a fine, I'm a trooper. I mean, I've got to know.
You know what? Take your identity politics and just serve me, all right? Stop doing that. I asked you who your commander was. You told me who it was. You want to spell his name for me or not? I don't care.
No, sir, I'm not going to transfer you to my post commander without any,
Right. So that's called obstruction because this is what I've been getting, and this is the tyranny. You know what? I apologize for calling you hun. There has nothing to do with it. I was trying to be kind and considerate and be cordial, but obviously this department really sucks for that.
Sir, is there anything I can assist
Yeah,
you
you can tell them I want to speak to the division commander or somebody else because when it goes in front of a judge, this conversation that I'm going to say to him, I tried my best. I even apologize for hurting her little feelings because she's using identity politics to do her job. You know, are you done? Are you done? Are you going to do your job and serve me? Are you done? Are you going to do your job and serve me? Are you going to serve me, ma'am? Are you going to hang up on me like you usually do? Come on. Come on, do what it is that you do. I'm asking for somebody that's available there, and you're talking about identity politics. Come on. Okay, oh, good. I'm glad we're back down. Now, may I speak to your commander, please? Can you send me to his voicemail, please? Send me to his voicemail. That'll be his choice to listen to me and
not yours. That's what I said. Give him a chance to hear me. Send me to his voicemail. She hung up on me. This is what we're dealing with the Michigan State Police at the Metro South. So when I have at least 75 to 500 people, we're going up there. And I'm going to set that date here real soon because that whole department from the toilet cleaner all the way to the top is tyrannical. I wouldn't be surprised if it's got a blue line on the toilet cleaner. It wouldn't surprise me at all. If their brush has a blue line through it. It wouldn't surprise me if the back of their toilet does. It wouldn't surprise me if their phones have a blue line on it. It wouldn't surprise me if anything that has anything to do with self-indulging and bringing up self that's there. It has nothing to do with service. Understand, when you are a public servant, you serve me. You serve us. You serve the public. I'm in a singular individual body that is a part of the people. I am saying you serve me that's in the people. So I'm singularly telling you that you have to serve me, and you don't want to. For some reason, you think that I'm not your boss. Well, We shall see about that when I put all this together and we go in front of a jury, and when qualified immunity is taken, you help participate in robbing your taxpayers to pay for your mistakes. Now, I'm done. Have a great day.